are lessons. On the top of the 114, on top of the 140, say lost and found, nation of gods and orange lessons 1 and 2, or does it say Muslim lessons?
Muslim lessons, right.
In the 136, does it say, can you fool God? It says his own self is a righteous God? Or does it say Muslim? Muslim all the time.
Right.
The born degree in the 110, does it say what is the birth of the nation of gods and earth?
Right.
Or does it say the nation of Islam?
Right.
And you know what I mean? I can go on and on. There's a reason why that's left there. Wakeel is Muslim.
History, right.
He is Muslim. You can't take it from him. He's not the nation of God. He will tell you, I got his number on my phone right now.
Right.
He will tell you he is not the nation of gods and earth. He is a 5%er. You can be that. Nazi degree.
Right. It applies, Muslims and Muslims.
Not only that, nowhere in that knowledge equality degree does it say man or woman. You got a definition that has no gender on it. It doesn't say black or white. Doesn't say black or white, because what was Israel?
He was a Caucasian.
Okay, but what was he? Was he a 5%er?
A 5%er,
no
right.
doubt, but he was still double also.
But Caucasian righteous man, I mean...
He still was a devil. He would tell you he was a devil. If he was a
when I built with him, one time I built with him, he said that, I'm a righteous man.
But he never said he's God?
No, he never said he was God.
That's my point.
He never said that.
You're either or either.
Right, okay.
He would never say he's God. Wakeel won't say he's the nation of gods and earth. I built with him before, and I don't even like to spend energy on him. He's a cool, good dude in his own little way. Do your thing.
I mean, I like to call him a spin master. And my interaction with him, like he tries to spin and paint.
If you let him, he can only spin you if you let him spin you.
Right.
You can't touch him.
But what I'm just saying, like those who don't know, and that's really my part, because like on the internet, there are a lot of brothers who don't know. There's like the 85. So when he says these things, he's like, oh, and then you're trying to make it like the 5% or the nation.
But that's where we come in at.
We got to build. We got to be more forceful. Not to force anything upon it, but more direct with our message.
Well, that's why I've written over 300 plus lessons. I don't focus on him. I focus on the truth. That's what I focus on. Because if he's coming with the opposite of truth, then it's false.
Right.
He's not coming bearing the truth. And the truth that he spins
it's a little mix.
He does impressive trick knowledge.
Right.
You take the trick off knowledge, you got knowledge. Put the trick on it, you got something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at him because I know how to deal with him. I personally, I don't spend energy on him. He said last year, he said he was coming to Parliament, he was encouraging people to come, NOIs, to come to the Parliament like they're going to do something. And I called him and I said, why would you even post it? You can't handle that. Why would you do that?
Right.
And he didn't even have a bill. I said, my advice to you is please don't come and do that. You massacred.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and he said that about coming to a show and prove one time, and bringing FOI and have him by the Don't come on now, but I don't think he was serious about it. I just think it's a stir for, whatever it reminds me of a child who was, scorned early and then grew up to be a man and got a little bit more friends now. So now he's like kind of like antagonizing the situation because that's what it looks like to me.
But I don't even spend time when I hear people always talk about him. I only brought him up because of the Lost Garden. I've heard the claim that he has something to do with it. But my thing, let's just say he did. Let's just hypothetically say it's true. He was the creator of this. So what? Elijah Muhammad and W.D. Farrar would have created those lessons that we hold fast to. But when we touch them, we give life to them. True or not?
Right, exactly.
So I don't care if they Muslim lessons no more. Because when I touch them, they God lessons. Some people can't do what I do. I know how to touch and manifest. I know how to take who the original man is and make it stand up. See, people need words. I'm application. I take those lessons, I show you who the original man is. Look, here he is. There you go. You know what I mean? And it's so going on. All the lessons add life to them opposed to just lip service to them. You know what I mean? That the Lord's Garden, if it did come from him, if it did, I really don't care. That's what it was. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I hope you record it.
Right.
I have no problem with a lost true lamb if the body is decided.
Right.
Not me. Because I think a lost true lamb does sound more N-O-G-E, nation of gods and earth, a lost 5%. It does sound more like what we're supposed to say. Now why? Take it to the alphabets. You know what I mean? You could do this almost with anything, and you hear mathematics when you talk, the Lost Garden. But I can add life to that too, because I do it with 120.
Right.
A Lost Garden, like I told you, when you go to New York, I don't care where you stand in New York, it would always be now why. But when you stand in a barrel, it's still not wide, but it takes on another definition.
Right.
What is it? If you stand in Brooklyn,
it's Medina.
But it's still not wide.
Right.
If you're going in the Bronx, what are you?
Elon.
But you're still in that wide. But let's go all the way back to Clinton. Let's go up to Clinton or down to Morris somewhere. Let's go up north where the prisons is at, and you're in Albany. What are you? Allah born.
Right.
Let's go up to Rochester.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wherever you go, you're still now wide when you're now wide. So now, let's just imagine this is Georgia. This rug right here is Georgia. Let's call it Allah's garden. And let's show it now. When we say Allah's garden, we're saying anything in here, Allah claims it. Who's Allah?
The original man.
Original man. Us. We can't spell it all. And everything in here, name it. Douglasville. Divine. Let's go over to Gwinnett, now Valley. Let's go over to Snellville, Saviorsville. Georgia is the garden. Not Atlanta. This is the garden, Georgia. Not anything in it. And that's if somebody asked me, that's how
you draw it up.
That's how I drew it up.
How you draw it up.
But it's not for me to make it worldwide, but that's my bill.
Right.
And I even had the cipher says, let's do that.
Right.
The cipher says, yo, God, we with that. Let's just do it that way.
Right.
But it's not, I don't want y'all to do it because I got this bill and y'all, I want y'all to understand what you're doing. Because in any state, we're supposed to claim it and name it. Anywhere we go. We go to North Carolina, claim it. Now name it.
Right.
You know what I mean? The same thing in Georgia. Go to these areas. This is Decatur. I've been in this since I've been down here. Name it then. I don't want to name it because they're gonna feel I'm Deboing. You know what I mean? But y'all brothers come together, name these cities, and show our presence in this nation.
Right.
Because you gotta remember, 30, 40 years ago, there was no C Medina, there was no Allah's garden, it was now wide. So as time went on, we show and prove because it's everywhere.
Right. Well, now here's some history that even I'm a little shaky on in terms of like the desert. You know, like
Oasis.
The Oasis. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back and forth. Like, which one is it? I know it as the desert. Well, it's more commonly known as the desert. You know, but when I was taught, like, you know, it's the desert or the oasis. But I know that there's a history there where brothers would say, "Well, no, this is not the desert. This is not where, you know."
So what about the Bronx? Patmos or Pelon?
Pelon. Well, I know it as Pelon.
But the same thing.
Right. So it is the same thing.
Lessons.
Right. It is the same.
Also, Pelon same as Patmos.
Right.
So are we wrong to call it? That's why I don't want to make dictations on the laws. One is I'm not here, though I am representing it. I want them to define. I want the body here to say we wanted a law's true land. But if they say it's a law's true land,
right?
When they came in, they did a vote. I forgot what year it was. They did a vote, and I'll never forget the score: 16-6. Mind you, there was over 50 people in the room. Score was 16-6, and they voted to have the structure oust or keep it going. Only 6 people voted in the favor of keeping it.
Keeping the structure.
Keeping the structure. But 16 said abolish it. 16 people who was there and never been here since. They just came to vote. I forgot what that terminology is. It's a terminology they call that.
Right.
I forgot the name of the terminology. They came and voted only at Earths, males too, voted. It was 60-16. They came only for the vote and then left. And they ain't been back since. But you know what? We abolished the structure because they won 60-16. I left. That was in February. I don't remember what year it was in February because in March was Earth Appreciation. And in March they had Earth Appreciation Day. I was there. And then that's when it got a little more personal. Atomic snuck me into Parliament. That's when that came into play. That's why I didn't want to bring that into the table. Right. That's why it didn't happen. And that's why I went back to the structure. Once that happened, now the structure's coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? I gave it to you on some peace. I gave it to you, y'all voted. Then it went somewhere else. And the structure has been back ever since. Mind you, that's probably 8-9 years ago. And now the structure has been there ever since. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's been Allah's garden. Like I said, if Allah's true land does sound better, it sounds more, I don't want to say better, it sounds more supreme mathematical.
Right.
It sounds more supreme mathematical. It sounds more like what we would name something. ATL, Allah's garden. But then again, ATL is not Decatur. ATL is only a city in Georgia.
Right.
So now if you're going to make it Allah's true land, then it needs to be Atlanta.
Right.
City.
Right.
Because if you're in Douglas, if you're in any other state outside of it, you're no longer in Atlanta. So when you say a lost true land, you're actually naming Atlanta, the city.
Right.
Opposed to the land.
The whole entire state.
Like we did with Now Why. We named the whole state Now Why.
Right.
But the boroughs and the cities, we've named it various names. And that's how I was trying to present Allah's Garden. I gave it to them. They said they wanted to do it. Individuals did. The body at that time said they wanted to do that. I'm not here to devote it. I'm just here to, honest truth, to carry out the will. I'm not here to make y'all wills for y'all. I'm here to carry it out. I'm not from down here, but I'm still the builder. I'm still of this culture, and I'm not an elder. I've had the knowledge for 41 years.
Right.
And in the 41 years, I never went through what I went down here. Never. Never.
If Mecca did this.